Good morning, class 10. Today we are going to start chapter 8, that is Introduction to Trigonometry. So what is trigonometry? Trigonometry is the study of relationship between the sides and the angle of a right angle triangle. We are going to study some ratios of the sides of a right angle triangle with respect to its acute angle. Okay. Next, we are going to calculate trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. After this, we will learn some trigonometric identities. So let us start exercise 8.1 of your NCERT textbook. So students, please take out your NCERT textbook and get ready with your maths exercise copy. So let me give the introduction first. Suppose this is a right angled triangle. ABC is a right angled triangle and it is a right angled at B, and A is an acute angle. So AB is the side adjacent to angle A and BC is the side opposite to angle A. Suppose this is angle A, we know. So this side will be the side which is opposite to angle A or faces to angle A. And AC we know that it is called hypotenuse. If I move this triangle like this, and with respect to angle C, if I see this is a right angle triangle ABC and it is right angled at B, and C is also an acute angle, then this BC will become adjacent side or side which is adjacent to angle C, and AB will be the side which is opposite to angle C, and AC is hypotenuse as it is. So with respect to angle, you have to find the trigonometric ratios. Suppose the trigonometric ratios of the angle A. Now let's learn some trigonometric ratios of the angle A. So with respect to angle A, you have to find out the trigonometric ratios. Sine of angle A. What is sine of angle A? Sine of angle A means sine A, you can write down sine A also. Sine A is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Okay. Opposite side by hypotenuse, that is BC by AC. Okay. You have to remember this. You have to memorize it. Otherwise, you can't solve 8.1 or any trigonometric calculations. So, cosine of angle A. What is cosine of angle A? Cosine of angle A is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is adjacent side? Adjacent side is AB by AC. Okay, next, tangent of angle A. So find out the ratio of tangent of angle A. Tangent of angle A is equal to opposite side by the adjacent side, that is BC by AB. Next, cosec of angle A, which is the reciprocal of sine of angle A. Do you know what is reciprocal of sine of angle A? If sine of angle A is equal to BC by AC, then what is the reciprocal of BC by AC? AC, the denominator will go to the numerator and numerator will become denominator. That is called reciprocal. So, AC by BC. So, cosec of angle A is equal to hypotenuse by opposite side. Okay, it is the reciprocal of sine of angle A. You can write cosec A also. You can write tan A also. You can write cos A, like this you can write. Okay, cot A. So again, what is cosec A? Cosec A is the reciprocal of sine A. That means hypotenuse by opposite side, that is equal to AC by BC. So sec of angle A or sec A is equal to hypotenuse by adjacent side. Sec A is reciprocal of cos A. Sec A is the reciprocal of cos A. So hypotenuse by adjacent side, that is AC by AB. Next, cot of angle A, which is the reciprocal of tan A. Cot A is the reciprocal of tan A. Whatever is given to it, whatever is the value of tan A, you have to make it reciprocal. So it is adjacent side by opposite side by adjacent side by opposite side, that is equal to AB by BC. Okay. So let's start. You have to memorize this. Let's start. Question number 2. You have to find the value of tan P minus cot R. Here you can see the figure 8.13. PQR is a right angle triangle and it is right angle at Q. So tan P, what is tan P? So with respect to the angle P, you have to find out the ratio of tan P, and with respect to the angle R, you have to find out the value of cot R. So let's start. Now question number 2, you have to find out the value of tan P minus cot R. So here is the right angle triangle PQR, which is right angle at Q, and PQ, the value of PQ is 12 cm and value of PR is 13 cm. Now you have to take out the value of, find out the value of QR. So how you will find out the value of QR? By applying Pythagoras theorem. You know that hypotenuse square is equal to adjacent square plus opposite side square, or perpendicular square plus base square. So here PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square, and QR square is equal to, you have to find out the value of QR square. So QR square is equal to PR square minus PQ square. Now putting the value of PR and PQ in this equation, we get 13 whole square and PQ, that is 12 whole square. So 13 square is 169 and 12 whole square is 144. So QR is equal to root over 25. After subtracting this, we get 25. So root over 25. Now square rooting 25, we get the square root of 25 is 5. So QR is equal to 5. Here QR is equal to 5. Got it? Next, you have to find out the value of tan P and, here you have to find out the value of cot R, and from this you have to find out the value of tan P. So now with respect to the angle R, you have to find out the ratio of cot R. According to the definition, we know that cot R is equal to adjacent side by opposite side, and according to the definition, we know that tan P is equal to opposite side, just reciprocal of cot. So opposite side by adjacent side. Now you see here tan P, the ratio of the sides. The ratio of the sides is with respect to the angle P. Here the ratio of the sides is with respect to the angle R. So with respect to the angle R, the value of cot R is equal to adjacent side, that is QR, and opposite side, that is 12. And what is QR, students? QR is equal to, just now you have found the value of QR 5. So 5 by 12. Write down cot R is equal to 5 by 12. Now again, what is the value of tan P? Tan P is equal to tan P is the ratio of QR by PQ. Here you have to find out the ratio of the sides with respect to the angle P. So we know that according to the definition, tan P is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. What is opposite side? That is QR, and what is adjacent side? That is PQ. So putting the value of QR as 5 and PQ as 12, we get the value tan P as 5 by 12. Now your sum is, you have to subtract quarter from the tan P. So here you know that tan P is equal to 5 by 12 and quarter is also equal to 5 by 12. So the value of tan P minus quarter is equal to 0. Therefore, tan P minus quart R is equal to 0 is the answer. So next question number 3, you have to do it yourself. I shall show you question number 4. So question number 4. Now question number 4, 15 cot A is equal to 8, which is given in the question. See, 15 cot A is equal to 8 is given. You have to find the value of sin A and sec A. So let's start. So find sin A and sec A. So draw the diagram first. Draw the triangle ABC or right angle at B, and with respect to the angle A, you have to find out the ratio of sin A. So next, by applying the Pythagoras theorem, you have to find out the, first your attempt is to find out the value of hypotenuse. So we know that AC square is equal to BC square plus AB square. Now putting the value of BC and AC, you write down BC is equal to 15K whole square and AB is equal to 8K whole square. So you all will ask me how you get 15K and how you get 8K. So now you see, the question is cot A, 15 cot A is equal to 8. So from this equation you can write down cot A is equal to 8 by 15, and we know that cot A is, with respect to A, the cot A is the ratio of adjacent side by the opposite side. So adjacent side is 8K. We know that adjacent side is 8 and opposite side is 15. So the ratio is 8 by 15. So you can write 8K by 15K. So write down the adjacent side as 8K and opposite side as 15K. So AB is equal to 8K. From this equation we get the value of AB as 8K, and from this equation we get the value of BC, that is opposite side, which is 15K. Now putting the value of AB and BC in this equation, we get 15K whole square, that is equal to 225K square, and 8K whole square is 64K square. So AC square is equal to this. So AC is equal to root over 225 plus 64 is equal to 289K square. So after square rooting 289, we get the square root of 218K square is 17K. So we get the value of AC, that is 17K. So write 17K in this diagram in the triangle AC. The value of AC is 17K. Now you have to find out the ratio of sin A or value of sin A. So according to the definition, we know that sin A is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. So your opposite side is 15K and hypotenuse is 17K. So the ratio is 15 by 17. So sin A is equal to 15 by 17. So what is the value of sec A then? So sec A is the reciprocal of cos A. So sec A according to the definition, sec A is equal to, write down, sec A is equal to hypotenuse by adjacent side. Write down, hypotenuse by adjacent side. So here hypotenuse is AC, which is 17K, and adjacent side is 8K. So the value of sec A is equal to 17 by 8. Okay, got it? So in the question number 7, the value of cot theta is given, that is 7 by 8. So draw a diagram like this, ABC. So you have to find out the ratio of sine cos with respect to this angle theta. So here the according to the definition, we know that cot theta is equal to adjacent side by opposite side. So adjacent side is here, adjacent side will be 7 and the opposite side will be 8. So you can't write like simple 7. So you have to take it as a constant, 7K, and K as a constant. So you have to write like this, 7K by 8K. So adjacent side is here 7K and the opposite side is here 8K. So now like this, BC is equal to 7K, AB is equal to 8K. Now by applying the Pythagoras theorem, you have to find out the value of AC. So we know that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So here AB square is equal to 8K whole square and BC square is equal to 7K whole square. So 8K whole square is equal to 64K square and 7K whole square is equal to 49K square. By this you have to solve it. Adding this, we get 113K square, as 113 is not a perfect square number, but K square is a perfect square. So by square rooting this, we get root over 113K. Okay, so the value of AC is root over 113K. So now these values of the sides, you have to find out the ratio of sine theta, or value of sine theta, or value of cos theta. According to the definition, we know that sine theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. So opposite side is here 8K, write down, and hypotenuse is equal to root over 113K. So K will cut down and the ratio will become 8 by 113. So sine theta is equal to 8 by root over 113. And according to the definition, we know that cos theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. So adjacent side is here 7K and hypotenuse is here root over 113K. So K and K will cut, and so the ratio is 7 by root over 113. So the value of cos theta is equal to 7 by root over 113. And you have to evaluate the value of 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. So now you just simply you just put the value of sin theta here and the value of cos theta. We get 1 plus 8 by root over 113 and 1 minus 8 by root over 113. And in the denominator, you have to write 1 plus 7 by root over 113 and 1 minus 7 by root over 113. As the value of cos theta is 7 by root over 113, we get the value like this. And putting the value of sin theta as 8 by root over 113, we get the value of numerator like this. And you know the formula, a plus b and a minus b, that is equal to a square minus b square. So you just frame this in that formula. So by writing 1 whole square minus 8 by root over 113 whole square, and the denominator you also you can see that 1 plus 7 by root over 113 into 1 minus 7 by root over 113 is in the form of a square minus b square. So write it 1 whole square minus 7 by root over 113. So you have to frame a plus b and a minus b in the formula a square minus b square in this way. So we get 1 minus 8 8 is 64 and root over 113 is equal to 113. That means 113. And 1 minus 7 by root over 113 is equal to 1 minus 7 7 is 49 and 113. So again evaluating this, we get 113 minus 64. The LCM is 113. Again at the denominator write down 113 minus 49 and the LCM is 113. After subtracting, we get 49 by 113 and in the denominator we get 64 by 113. So write down 49 by 113 into 113 by 64. We get 49 by 64. Okay. So after evaluating, we get the value of 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta is equal to 49 by 64. This is the answer. Okay, in the same way you have to find out the value of cot square theta. So here the cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. So cot square theta will equal to 7 by 8 whole square, that is 7 7 is 49 and 8 is 64. So the value of cot square theta is 49 by 64. Okay, just squaring 7 by 8 we get 49 by 64. Now let's solve question number 8. So in question number 8, 3 cot A is equal to 4 is given. So cot A is equal to 4 by 3. So drawing the figure here BA or AB. Okay. So you have to find out the ratio with respect to the angle A, and you have to draw a triangle ABC, right angle at B, where with respect to the angle A you have to find out the value of trigonometric ratio. So here we know that according to the definition, cot A is equal to adjacent side by opposite side. So here adjacent side by opposite side. So the value of adjacent side is 4 and the opposite side is 3. So you can't take adjacent side as 4, simply 4. So you have to take k as constant. You have to write 4k and 3k. Take k as constant. In this way you can write that adjacent side is 4k and the opposite side is 3k. So by applying the Pythagoras theorem, you have to find out the value of AC. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So AB square is equal to 4k and BC square is equal to 3k whole square. So 4k whole square plus 3k whole square is equal to 16k square plus 9k square, that is equal to root over 25k square. So after square rooting root over 25k square, we get the value of AC, that is 5k. As 25 is a perfect square number, so 5 into 5 is 25. So 5 and k into k is k square. So 5k is the value of AC. So putting the value of AC as a 5k in the triangle. So now you find out the ratio of trigonometric ratio tan A. So tan A is the ratio of opposite side by adjacent side, that is 3k by 4k or 3 by 4. And what is the definition of sin A? Sin A is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse, that is 3k by 5k, that is 3 equal to 5. And what is the definition of cos A? Cos A is adjacent side by hypotenuse. So adjacent side is 4k and hypotenuse is 5k. Just now you have got the value AC, that is the hypotenuse, that is 5k. So after cutting this k, we get 4 by 5 as the ratio of cos A. So now putting the value of tan A, sin A and cos A, let's check whether 1 minus tan square a by 1 plus tan square a is equal to cos square a minus sin square a. So taking left hand side first, 1 minus tan square a by 1 plus tan square a, putting the value of tan here, we get 1 minus 3 by 4 whole square and 1 plus 3 by 4 whole square. That is equal to 1 minus 9 by 16 and 1 plus 9 by 16. So after evaluating, we get 16 as a LCM. 16 was a 16 minus 9 by 16 plus 9 by 16. So now 16 minus 9 is 7 by 16 and 16 plus 9 is 25 by 16. That is 7 by 16 into 16 by 25. Now we get 7 by 25. So left hand side, the value of left hand side is 7 by 25. So 1 minus tan square a by 1 plus tan square a is equal to 7 by 25. Now taking right hand side, that is cos square a minus sin square a. Now just now we have found the value of sin a and cos a. Putting the value of sin a as 3 by 5 and cos a as 4 by 5, we get 4 4s are 16 by 25 minus 3 3s are 9 by 25. That is equal to 7 by 25. Now you see the value of left hand side is equal to 7 by 25 and right hand side is equal to 7 by 25. So write down yes. So both are equal. So yes, 1 minus tan square a by 1 plus tan square a is equal to cos square a minus sin square a. It is proved. Okay. In this way, you can solve question number 9 of your own. Question number 9, you have to solve it yourself. So here I am solving. The last question is question number 10. In triangle PQR, right angled at Q, PR plus QR is equal to 25 cm and PQ is equal to 5 cm. Then determine the value of sin P, cos P and tan P. This is also very easy. Now, in the question number 10, suppose triangle PQR is a right angle triangle which is right angle at Q. Here it is given in the question that PQ is equal to 5 cm and PR plus QR is equal to 25 cm. So with respect to the angle P, you have to find out the value of sin P, cos P and tan P. Now you see the figure, the triangle PQR, where PQ is 5 cm which is given to you. So sin P is equal to, what is sin P? Sin P is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. And what is cos P? Cos P is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is tan P? Tan P is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. And here you can notice that only one value is given, that is of the adjacent side. So other two sides are not given. So but here one clue is given that PR plus QR is equal to 25 cm. PR plus QR is equal to 25 cm, which is given. So according to the Pythagoras theorem, we know that PR whole square is equal to, write down, PQ whole square plus QR whole square. Okay. Now again write down PQ whole square is equal to PR whole square minus QR whole square. Now again you can see that PR square minus QR whole square is in the form of A square minus B square. So what is the value of A square? What is the formula of A square minus B square? A square minus B square is equal to A plus B into A minus B. So write in the form PR plus QR and PR minus QR. And you know the value of PR plus QR, which is already given in this question, and you know the value of PQ, which is also given in the question. So now putting the value of PQ in this equation, we get 5 into 5, 5 whole square, that is 5 into 5, 25, and PR plus QR is equal to 25 centimeter, which is already given in the question, and PR minus QR, write down like this. So 25 is equal to 25 into PR minus QR, or you can write down PR minus QR is equal to 25 by 25, that is equal to 1. So again you get one more equation. Okay, already one equation is given to you. PR plus QR is equal to 25. Give the name equation number 1 and give this equation a name, equation number 2. Now again from equation number 1 and equation number 2, PR plus QR is equal to 25 and PR minus QR is equal to 1. Okay. Now adding both the equation 1 and 2, we get QR and QR minus QR is equal to 0. PR plus PR is equal to 2 PR is equal to 25 plus 1 is 26. Or you can write down PR is equal to 26 by 2, that is equal to 13. Now here you see PR is equal to 13. Okay. So write down PR is equal to 13K. And here it is 5K. Okay. Like this you have to find out the value of sin P. Now again when you get the value of a PR, you can get the value of QR also. So putting the value of PR as a 13 in the equation number 1, you get your equation number 1 is PR plus QR is equal to 25, where PR is equal to 13. Just now we have found the value. So QR is equal to 25 minus 13, that is equal to 12. So the value of QR is equal to 12K now. Taking as a 12K. PR is 13K and PQ is 5K. Now like this you have to find out the value of sin P, cos P and tan P. We know that sin P is equal to opposite side, that is QR by PR. QR by PR. QR is equal to 12 and PR is equal to 13K. 12K, 13K, and the ratio is 12 by 13. So cos P is equal to PQ by PR. Write down PQ by PR. So PQ is here 5K and PR is here 13K. Cutting this K we get 5 by 13. So what is tan P then? Tan P is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So here opposite side is 12K and adjacent side is 5K. So 12K by 5K or 12 by 5. So in this way you have to find out the value of sin P, cos P, tan P. First your attempt is to find the value of PR and QR. How you will find out the value of PR and QR individually? By applying the Pythagoras theorem, and you know that PR plus QR, PR square minus QR square is equal to PR plus QR and PR minus QR. Putting the value of PR plus QR as 25 here and PQ as 5, and 5 into 5 is 25. So dividing this we get PR minus QR is equal to 1. Now name this as the equation number 2 and name this as equation number 1. Adding both the equations we get the value of PR and we get the value of QR. Now after getting all the values of the sides, you get the values of trigonometric ratios. Okay. So in this way you have to do it